So, we take 655 plus 4.5.
Yeah, so I'm in agreement with that. I wouldn't really want anyone going much more than 1 pound, just because it usually requires bigger challenges.
So we take our,
and we'll talk about too a little bit about
and then we
weight
take,
loss. So if you go too fast, your body can freak out.
and then height in inches, so how tall are you? So 58.
So like as a goal, like
Safest way, I think,
like if you shoot for this number, you can probably be about a pound a week.
I'm out of it, I'm just saying, I'm confused.
Yeah. No, and the hard part
Okay,
is
so then what we're gonna do is we're gonna multiply these in the parentheses.
and I'm not disagreeing with that. And 2-3 pounds a month is not far off from a pound a week.
So we
And
do
in my
4.3
experience, if you shoot for a pound a week, you're probably and that's just
times 158 equals
and I think the bigger message is don't push to go fast.
158.
The best process is just look long term and see it. Okay, if I can do it around here, that's gonna be good.
3.
You're getting healthier as you go.
Perfect equals
2 pounds to me is a lot. I mean, yours is looking at a deficit of 1,000 calories a
and
day.
then go ahead and clear that. And then you're gonna do 4.7 times 58
You can miss out on nutrients. Your body might come out for that. So that kind of
okay, clear. And then 4.7 times 70.
How we doing? Everyone got a pretty close number? Any questions? So, any questions about anything? And then I can touch on a few other topics around it.
So you got 7.5 plus 687.3 plus 2.
So that's going to be kind of your water. So he noticed the fluctuation in weight. So it's why if you just pick one time a day, and typically one day a week, and use that weight is kind of your, if you're going to use this calculation, use that because that's going to be pretty consistent then. Because if you say every Friday morning I'm going to weigh, chances are that your water would be about the same and you'll get a pretty accurate read. But if you weigh one day in the morning, one day at night, you're going to get two very different numbers.
That means that's how many calories you gotta burn in a day.
This is how many you burn without doing anything.
Oh, without doing anything.
Just breathing and
So is it, and there's a question around what that number means.
yes.
Okay, good. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what that number means. So that number is the amount of calories your body would burn in bed at rest, just for breathing.
That's a lot of calories. I think I'll just
Whatever
sleep
else,
then.
hair work,
It is
water,
what
okay? So then in a given day, if you get out of bed, you're going to burn that number of calories plus whatever activity you might do. So walking, yard work, going to work, anything like that.
So you
All right.
don't eat anything if you eat under 14 hours.
Burn sleeping.
Well, so I don't know if you want to go much less than that number because you're going to burn 400 to 500 being active in the day. So I would be a little bit worried about going less, and I would definitely talk to your health coach or talk to someone about that. But I would shoot for that number and then see what your progress is like. And we had some questions about weight loss, like how fast to go. Really, like the goal should be a pound a week would be great. If you can do that. If you go much faster than that, your body can freak out a little bit. It can get scared because your body is built to store, right? So back in the days when we were on the Sahara, we didn't know when the next meal was going to come in. If we got a nice big, I don't know, what do we eat? Elephant or a berry bush, right? Well, we're going to eat that thing and then store all that because it might be another month before we get another one, right? The body hasn't changed. Like, it still does that, but now, like, we don't have to go looking for food. It's everywhere. So if we start losing too quickly, what your body will do instinctively is slow down that burn, that resting burn rate. It'll become more efficient, so it won't burn as much at rest to conserve and protect itself, because in its mind, too much is leaving quickly. So that's why you're better off long-term going at a steady pace at maybe shooting for a pound a week than trying to go faster at maybe 2 or more pounds a week. That help kind of answer that a little bit? Any other questions? I think we touched on most of the main points around that I wanted to hit on. Okay. All right, so what I want to do is go to the other handout then, and
We didn't get a second.
okay, we'll get you those. So I want to go to this page that says changes you have made so far, and spend about 5 minutes reflecting on the changes you've made to be more active and the changes you've made to eat less fat and fewer calories.
And did you eat one
So page 4. So that's page 4. And those first 2 questions take maybe 2 to 3 minutes to write down some answers to those, and then I'll have you share with, just partner up maybe in small little groups and share those with each other, and then I'll ask a few of you to share with the bigger group as well.
Did everyone get a session 5?
No.
No? Okay. I'm coming.
I knew you were going to say that. I got these, I thought that's all we supposed to have.
Maybe it fell on the floor. Did I take your, probably. Do you want to hold this? It's really good. Sorry. I'm a pen stealer. You gotta watch me. Thank you. Sorry.
Connected with the university, that's fine.
That's good.
Oh, let's see.
Right, I know that, but I mean, these kind of specific ones, they don't make it look on the
Does anyone feel comfortable sharing maybe one of the things they put down for the first question, so to be more active, some of the changes they've made?
Walk more.
Walk more, that's awesome, it's a good one.
I started back parking farther away from the stores.
Excellent, so parking further away.
Instead of getting up close, I try to get down. I've done the same thing.
Same thing, yeah, so parking further away, that's great. Yeah?
I had to wait for Lisa to pick me up, and I had to wait about 10 minutes, and I just walked around the parking lot for 10 minutes.
Good for you, so you're finding ways and times to fit it in where maybe before you wouldn't have. That's very good, that's good. Any others? How about for question 2, to eat less fat and fewer calories?
Cut soda out.
Cut soda out, outstanding. That's awesome. Anyone else can relate to that one?
Better planning,
Better planning, good.
be more mindful.
More mindful,
Don't eat out as much.
not as much. More fruits and vegetables,
Smaller portions.
smaller portions.
Yeah.
Lots of changes, awesome.
The chocolate's going stale.
Chocolate's going stale, okay, that's a good sign. All right, go ahead and flip to the next page. So the to-do list, and I want to spend a little time or give you a little time to make some goals for the next week. So whether that's around your activity or food, go ahead and jot some goals down and try to be as specific as possible with those goals in terms of, oh, if it's activity, what time are you going to do it? What is it going to look like?
Yeah, I was gonna say, retirement means you're more flexible.
Yeah. Yep. Don't have to be up at any certain time. You have to do anything. Try to get up and look at Facebook and see what's on there.
I think they'll have it in there. Which page you want it?
What will you do?
Want to make teachers sleep better? No, you don't have problems. No, I haven't. I don't have a dog. Maybe I should ask a neighbor if I can borrow theirs. I need to borrow theirs. I just decided to use that to do more. I have 31 more steps.
Did you stay at walk school after school? That one day she had, I had 500 girls.
Yeah, I don't think I'll do that.
If you have most of your free time on the weekend, that have the same effect as if you do split that up, divide it by 7.
Yeah. So his question was if you have most of your time on the weekends and that's when you can get in a longer, say a long hike, if that's going to have the same effect. The research coming out now is it says it does. The American Heart Association, they come out with the recommendations for the number of minutes of activity. They say that 10-minute segments, it can add up and you're shooting for, I think, 150 minutes a week of moderate. So if you get a big chunk of that in one session in terms of heart health and for your cardiovascular health for your body, what they're seeing is it's equivalent.
So in some sense, it might possibly be better. Just don't you have that 10 minutes, it'll take that to get your body to where it's.
Well, so they're just looking at a moderate level, so they're not actually, you're not actually like getting up into like intenser levels of exercise, which would be another story in terms of long-term health. But in terms of just for your base level of cardiovascular health, if it's a moderate intensity for 2 hours on the weekend or splitting it up, doing 2 10-minute breaks at work throughout the week, it doesn't, they're not seeing a big difference.
That's your phone?
Yes.
It's the same way of the sleeping, that if we sleep less in the weekend, then we sleep more in the weekend.
Is it, you're asking if it's?
Is it also make?
I don't know about that. That's beyond, I've read a little bit about sleep and I don't know a good answer to that. My inclination is that you kind of need that regeneration every day. You might run it a little bit at the, run into the red a little bit if you're missing a lot every day of the week. But I know some people who don't sleep as much and they're perfectly healthy as well. So I don't know that we fully understand sleep yet. I definitely don't fully understand it. How about some goals for the week? Can I get a couple people to share what they wrote down or going to try to work on this week? Yeah. Going to the gym. Nice. And did you put down some days and times you're going to target? Great. How about two more? Yes.
I have a small trampoline to jump on.
Trampoline. Nice. That's good. That's fun. One more? Yeah.
Get up 30 minutes earlier and walk my dog before I go to work. Normally I let her out. I
Okay.
can just let her out, but I'm gonna really take her for a walk.
So, go out with your dog in the morning. That's a good one.
It's the truth.
All right, so we're just about done. What I want to do is just get a few of the takeaways that you guys had from tonight. So some of the things that you heard that you kind of are going to take with you from this session.
That we can sleep and still lose weight.
That you can sleep and still lose weight. Yep. Or you can sleep and still burn calories.
There you go.
You can sleep and still burn calories. Yeah.
It's depend upon the type of dream, you know.
There you go.
Vigorous dreaming versus low intensity.
There is some truth to that. They said that if you watch a scary movie, it burns more calories.
Does it really?
Yes, it does.
I'll be
more money then. I'll watch
All right, how about two more takeaways? Yeah.
Watch the type of
Especially this time of
oils
year.
and fats you use to prepare your meals.
Okay, so watch, pay attention to the types of fat that you're using in your meals. Yeah, that's great. One more.
Add more protein.
Add more protein. What is this one?
Drink more water so you can get up more nights.
There you go, that's one way to be more active.
Well, I don't know, I cut
thank
out
you
the
so
soda,
much.
so
I
I'm
hope you
going
had
less
some
now.
fun and learned something, and good luck this week.
Thank you.